they get a lot of innings in or not. So I'm sure he learned a few things, and he's got that year advantage over a lot of these guys at that, a high school graduate. So he's got a lot going for him from that respect. When these kids come back from college, you see a lot how they've improved things. They've worked on their pitches and things like that. And I'm just trying to see. Travis Jarrell is throwing for Bordentown, and I gotta admit, I really don't know much about Travis Jarrell. Not sure where he went to high school, and I just know he's a lefty. And I was looking all over the place for Bordentown, just any sign of information on Bordentown today.
As did I, yep.
Yeah, could not find anything. So, I don't know. Travis Jarrell is pitching, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll Google him and see. Well, I didn't know he was pitching until I got here, so I couldn't look him up.
The famous last words from Rich Fisher, I don't know, period.
Well, would you rather me pretend I know?
No, I think you're saying it exactly the way that you should. We're not really sure. We're going to see in a couple of moments here. And I don't know, Brianna O'Neill was on vacation, by the way. Hopefully she's enjoying it. She said this game was starting at 5:30, so I think it's 5:45.
It is 5:45,
yeah. So she put 5:30 there, so I showed up pretty early in this case now with a 5:45 start. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
And how about these stats? These a little bit more complete from last year. 59 innings, just 44 hits against Noah Rivera. Gave up 13 earned runs, 16 walks to 66 strikeouts. That is phenomenal, and he had a 1.54 ERA in those innings, which is much more of a complete picture there.
Right.
And Matt Dubeck pitched 59 and a third, so he and Noah were kind of the co-aces, if you will, of that team, as Dubeck had a 2.36 ERA that season just a few seasons ago for Brian Gialella, and his father, of course, is coaching Hamilton, 31.
Yeah, along with Rick Freeman. Rick's been doing this for a zillion years now.
38th, correct?
Yeah, and these two teams, Hamilton, of course, is the most prominent team in the league history. They took the crown from the Trenton Schroes. The Schroes dominated early on when this league was in existence, and Hamilton's taken over. They've won 31 league titles. But in the 21st century, these two teams have been the premier teams in the league. Hamilton's won 13 league titles in the 2000s, and Bordentown's won 5. I don't think anybody else has won more than 2 or maybe 3. So, but between the two of them, they have 18 of the 23 league titles that have been won so far since the calendar hit 2000. So Bordentown, they did most of their damage in 2007 to 2014. They won 5 league crowns, and so that was that. They're looking for their first one in a while. I think they won one. No, they didn't. The last one was in 14. So we'll see if they can keep going and see what they can keep doing, and it doesn't get as hard to win this league. I hate to say it, but they're down to 9 teams. It used to be a few more. There's no more Ewing. There's no more Hopewell. There's no more South Brunswick. There's Trenton that used to have 2 teams. They merged it into 1. So it's still, and it's the biggest. It's the largest league in Mercer and in the state with 9 teams. That kind of is a sad commentary on where Legion baseball stands, but it's hanging tough in Hamilton. It's hanging tough. So
yeah, I was a little surprised because Hopewell, typically had good high school teams over the last bunch of years, and they couldn't even field a team of players and/or coaches. I read
right,
and which is, I guess, not so surprising because we've talked, last year. I mean, I haven't done a Legion game in probably over a year, but we talked last year a lot about how baseball, and especially the top players in the area, they always go to the travel ball or they're playing in summer leagues and not Legion any longer. So
well,
it's a little bit expected.
Yeah, I mean it's like that at every level of rec ball, starting little leagues, right up on through to Babe Ruth and Legion. It's down. It's Morristown. I mean Morristown. I'm googling Jarrell. Jarrell is from Morristown, by the way. He's a sophomore. He just completed his sophomore year. I'm trying to see if he pitched for Morristown High School or not. Let's see. Stats. And they're getting ready to take the field. Let's see here.
Which is a nice update.
Yes. I don't see him in any stats, so I don't know. Maybe he pitched for Morristown JV, or maybe he might even have gone to a prep school or a non-public school. I don't know. But he's a sophomore. He's taking the mound. It must be pretty good. Trying to find something else on him. If I come up with anything, I'll let you know.
So Hamilton will be coming up first. Christian Finaccio out in center field will lead them off. Joey Ditta, the third baseman, hitting second. Jake Pope, the three-hitter, is playing second base. Jack Gill in the cleanup spot playing short. Michael Smith, the DH. Gennaro Salzano at first. Jack Pirelli out in left, hitting seventh. And Danny Graziano is hitting eighth out in right field. Hitting ninth is Andrew Condurso, the catcher, for Hamilton 31. As the umpires just showed up, Rich Conti will man the plate, and I don't know the other gentleman's name, but I've seen him around.
I can't see that far.
Would you like the binoculars?
No, they have hats on. I can't tell.
I think the binoculars would help you.
Yeah, they would. I don't feel like looking.
That was kind of the point I was making.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Jarrell.
Let's see. Yeah, it's not like college or anything else where they have these advanced sites and whatnot. You pretty much rely on a couple of websites for high school around here, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and if you Google the kids, sometimes they're, some things will pop up.
Brian O'Neill texting me and scolding me for things that I'm saying on the air.
What does she like about the game starting later than she told you?
Correct. That's exactly.
What the heck's she doing? She's supposed to be on vacation.
Well, so that's what I said. I said, stop listening to me. You're on vacation.
Yeah, leave us alone.
Exactly. Finaccio digs in. At least he will in a moment. I have to go back to the pre-pitch clock days now.
That's right. You're used to the pitch clock.
So I am. It's fantastic. Terrell comes set. First offering. Fastball driven towards center. Dombrowski is right there, though. Hadn't played perfectly. Just shaded to his right for out number one. One pitch and one out. And if most of the batters did that, Rich Fisher will leave with a smile on his face.
Yeah, I would. But we both know that's not going to happen.
Whatever do you mean? Here's Ditta. Terrell with a high set. Now deals. First pitch way outside. The scoreboard works, which is nice. 1-0. Pitch. High fly ball. Shallow right. Who's going to get it? And it's the center fielder, Dombrowski again, chugging in.
Working on setting a record.
I've actually had a couple of those this summer in York where the same guy, one time it was the pitcher, if you could believe that, had all three putouts. The center fielder a couple of times, and the first baseman had one as well, which is very odd. You don't usually see that happen more than once, if that.
Right.
Pope takes one over the plate, strike one.
Oh, this is weird. I'm looking at AC Sports.
What is that?
I don't know, but there's so many of these things popping up. It says that he's 16, but it says he goes to William Allen Middle School. That can't be right. I mean, When you're in middle school, how old are you when you get out of middle school? You're like 14, right?
12?
No, it's 6th to 8th
14,
grade.
yeah. 13 or 14.
13
yes,
to 14, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they just changed his.
Pope with a check swing right back to the mound. And the flip over to Fredericks.
Well, wherever he goes, he had a heck of a first inning.
1, 2, 3 for Hamilton, 31. No runs, no hits, no errors, nothing across as we go to the bottom of the first. No score. Bordentown coming up.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Don't forget, if you miss any of tonight's action, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian, the Italian People's Bakery on 63 Butler Street. Go there for the rolls, deli meats, and the pastries. 63 Butler Street, place to go for the best hoagies and the finest dessert trays for any get-together. It's the Italian People's Bakery on 63 Butler Street since 1936. Well, Fish.
Oh, Flash.
Great to be back with you. Great to see you.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I was.
Were you excited?
Yeah, I was worried it was going to get rained out. They kept saying it was going to rain all day, and I'm like, got my only Flash time of the year in the summer.
So far.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know when you'll pop up.
Yeah, I had imagined for you, it must be like you get an email or something, and you're like, oh, wow.
No, she sent out who's going to be the announcers for all the games.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
I didn't look at it. Don't tell her.
You're big time.
Hopefully she's stopped listening by now.
I doubt it.
Well, she's in Nashville. There's plenty of things to do. She should be out there doing them, no? Especially
I don't know.
It's a Thursday night. The bands are getting ready.
Who would not want to listen to us?
I think you answered your own question.
With a laugh?
With a laughing.
With a snicker?
With laughing. Nick Drumbowski leading off, playing center field. Reese Pillock is the two-hitter out and left, and C.J. Fredericks at first base. Noah Rivera fires, and the first pitch is fouled away.
And Drombowski's playing center today, and when we were here the other day, Kevin Stewart was in center, and he had a big game, and the coach told me after the game, Kevin Stewart's sort of been their leader this year. He's been the guy that they've been feeding off of, so I'm guessing, I don't think they benched him. I'm guessing he's just not here tonight.
1-1.
Yeah, I don't even see him on the scorecard, so even in the subs.
Rivera fires, line drive, center field. Finaccio right there stops in his tracks, 1 out.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the old scorecard. Do you have today's scorecard?
What happened?
I gave you today's scorecard back, didn't I?
I don't think so.
Could have sworn I just gave them to you. Oh, wait.
Are they right there? Yeah.
Yeah, no, Kevin. Oh, yeah, Kevin Stewart is here. They have him as a substitute, so.
There you go.
My apologies. I guess he's just trying to get everybody into games.
Pillock hits one hard towards the middle. Diving stop by Gill, but he just had it go off his glove, and that will be an infield hit.
Yeah, good effort by Gill. Knocked it down. Not much he could do with it after that.
That was tough to tell. It looked like he had it, and then saw it squirt onto the grass. Now Fredericks the batter, 1 on 1 out.
Flash, when this guy hits the ball, he just absolutely, it's like hits seeds. I mean, I'm waiting for him to hit it and the ball to just like blow up like happens in like the cartoons or something.
Right.
He hits it that hard. Look how big he is. I mean, he's former Northern Burlington standout.
He's got an 0-1 count after taking a strike. Pitch from Rivera. Down in the dirt. Good stop by Condurso.
2-0-1. Really surprised at the last couple games with Hamilton. Yeah, that is just a very Hamilton-like performance. And this is always one of the, even if they're not hitting, they at least play the game right. All those walks and errors, that's so surprising.
2-1, and that's obviously always the key, right, at this level. And you don't want to lose games by putting guys on and then, of course, having them come home after you make a few errors.
Right, and both games were blowout losses. And they were, they were to the better teams. I mean, you can make mistakes against the lesser teams, but you're playing Bordentown and Lawrence, and that Lawrence team is loaded. They got not only do they get the kids from Jimmy Mayer's Lawrence team, they get Hopewell kids, because when Hopewell disbanded, their kids could go to Lawrence.
2-2 called strike 3. Got the curveball over the outside. Backwards K, first strikeout of the game for Rivera.
And then they also get a couple of the Notre Dame kids. The aisle backers are there and everything else. It's like a CVC all-star team over there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
For them, at least.
Yeah, for them.
Not the teams that play them.
Yeah.
Franklin Peters with 2 outs, ball 1 outside.
Well, you're seeing now how hard it is for a town to just get players from their own town. And North Hamilton is in, and we're going to be having that game on Monday. Well, I think we'll have North Hamilton and Bordentown. That's going to be a good one.
I'm not sure what exactly just happened there. Rich Conti came out from behind the plate and started saying something to the Bordentown dugout. Here's the 1-0 down in the dirt, 2-0. Do you have any guesses, pal?
Not a one. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe Fredericks didn't like that call. Was he yelling at the dugout?
Didn't really look like it. Check back to first.
I mean, maybe Fredericks didn't like being called out on strikes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could have been it. But that was a while ago, I feel like.
Well, he might have still been chirping, and maybe Conti's like, all right, I've heard enough.
2-0 upstairs.
Purely a guess, by the way.
Yeah, sure. We don't know. We don't know.
Nope.
3-0. Pillick off of first. Pitch fired away. So 2 on in the inning.
Not to mention Pillick, he was out of school this year. He went to Bordentown 2 years ago, had a really good senior year.
Braden Drombowski with first and second. And 2 away. Rivera comes set. The pitch. Down low, trying another slider. He's missing away to the right-handers a lot with that breaking ball.
Yeah.
He did get one over to Fredericks to ring him up, but Rivera having a little bit of trouble staying in the zone. 1-0. Swing and a miss.
Looked a little uncertain on that one. He took a full cut, but it wasn't with vigor.
Yeah, it looked like a good changeup. Took something off. 1-1. Rivera ready. Pitch. Fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes now. Yeah, that the one foul ball by Fredericks. They've got the netting up back behind home plate, but it went clean through there and then
let me
took
tell you
a nice
something.
hop onto the highway, which
that gas station, I'll never get gas there because I never know. I'd look at the schedule first before I pulled in there to get gas.
1-2, blew him away. High cheese, and that ends the inning. Rivera with a couple of strikeouts works around a hit and a walk, no runs, 1 hit. No errors and 2 left for Bordentown. Off to the second inning, still no score.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, remodel, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner for your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Back here in Bordentown, still no score as we go to the top of the second inning. Will be Gill, Smith, Salzano for Hamilton 31.
And now I to see that umpire, I don't know who he is.
Okay.
He does look familiar. I just don't know his name.
He does do basketball. He does baseball.
Yeah.
Just not sure. Actually, I may have met him once.
Probably.
That's embarrassing. Don't remember his name.
Yeah, I've never done that before. I know everybody that says hello to me.
Oh, that was great. The one time before a big state playoff game, Fish got accosted by someone who said, "Oh, Fish, great to see you. My uncle says hi," and all this stuff. First pitch breaking ball over for a strike to Gill. And Fish has this 5-minute conversation with this nice gentleman. And then he turns to me as the guy walked away. He said, "I have no clue who that man just was." And he talked about his uncle, and I guess I know his uncle.
Yeah, well, then I figured it out. I figured out who he
did,
was.
right,
Well,
yes.
yeah.
But these things happen.
Now, wait a minute. You haven't heard the best part of the story.
Okay.
I figured it out by this kid sends me something on Facebook about, I'm going to go to the Nottingham game tonight. And he goes, just like I went to the Ewing game. I said, "Oh, you were at the Ewing game and you didn't come up and talk to me?" He goes, "I did talk to you. We had a 3-minute conversation." I was like, "Oh, that was you." I just hadn't seen him in a while. He got older.
Right.
He's one of my best friend's nephews.
Right. No, this is all for laughs.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do, but just in the moment, you just were like,
I was startled.
Yeah, right.
Who was that? Even better, who's his uncle?
Right. You're like, I guess he's got good friends with his uncle.
Well, the Hamilton 31 fans will know his uncle, Jim Gilio, the former Steiner pitching coach and Steiner sub-varsity coach in soccer and girls basketball. Yeah, it's tough to get old, Flash. Ooh, look out.
Fouled away, and I guess it caught a piece of the fence there. Still 0-2.
Yeah, the guy that didn't get it is getting abused by fellow onlookers.
Pitch slam towards the middle, high hop off the mound, and then it hits the bag. When do you see that?
Yeah, right?
Base hit for Gill. The double doink.
Exactly. But Gill has he's just carried that hot baseball season right into this Legion season.
Smith coming up now. He's the DH. A little bit of speed on the path now with Gill. Peters is just about in on the grass at third. Jarrell fires, pitches slammed in the air, right field, pretty deep. Kochi goes back to the warning track. It's over his head. Good base running by Gill. He went halfway. Throw goes into second. It's late. It's a double for Michael Smith.
Yeah, Gill couldn't quite tell if he was going to get it, although he never really had a beat on that. He was kind of twirling around, going back and looking up, and the way he was looking up, I thought it was going to go off the wall. But, yeah, Gill did the right thing. I mean, now he's on third with no outs.
Well, just when I looked down, when that ball landed, he was maybe 2 or 3 strides away from second base, and that's what you're taught to go to.
Right.
High fly ball like that, if he makes the catch and you're almost at second, you can scamper back to first.
Right.
So he had no problem making it to third. Sometimes you see guys that barely make it to third.
Yeah.
If they don't do the right thing. Here's Salzano. Second and third, nobody out. Infield will stay back. Salzano lifts one, shallow, out towards left. Dromboski makes the catch in deep short, just out on the grass. Big out for Gerald.
Indeed.
Have anything else to add on that?
No, it was a big out.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to let the game breathe, Flash.
All right, I'll start now.
I'll do it all game if you want.
Well, you do that, when you have to look at your phone or tweet something.
Yeah.
You're letting it breathe for sure.
Yeah. built-in
Yes.
breathes, built-in breaths.
Good pitch on the outer half.
No, that was a very big out. I mean, now you got to get another big out.
Yeah.
That's the problem when you get them through with no outs. You got to get 2 big outs.
Pirelli left on left. 0-1 pitch coming. Fouled away. Well, if Gerald has that strikeout pitch, be a good time for his first one.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's how you get out of these jams. Pop-ups, strikeouts, and I mean, Bordentown's conceding the run. They're playing back.
Right. 0-2. Swinging a smack. Center field. It's deep. Dromboski goes way over his head. 2 runs are going to score. Gill and Smith. 2-run double for Jack Pirelli, and it's 2-0. Hamilton 31.
Well, how's that for a nice piece of 2-strike hitting? He just smoked that. I'm not. Pirelli is not a familiar name.
No, he's not. One of the few.
I'm just looking. He goes to Steiner. I mean, he might have been a JV player this year.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Graziano, runner on second, still 1 out. Gerald looking in, long look. Pitch, down low and in.
But he put a good swing on that ball too. Just lined it.
Yeah, nice level swing. It was bottom of the zone.
That's got to, for a team that's been struggling like Hamilton, that's got to do a lot for their confidence. Hey, we got a 2-0 lead now. We got our ace on the mound. Let's go get him.
Yeah, and how about for Rivera, seeing an early 2-0 lead when you know what you're capable of doing.
Right.
2-0. And the pitch. Breaking ball over the outside. Nice pitch. 2-1. Gerald, long look in. And he fires. Top of the zone, changing levels. Good pitch. Evens the count now at 2. Don't need a strikeout now with 1 out, runner on second.
You need an out.
Just need an out. Another long look in.
I'll tell
Rosano
you.
waits. Fly ball towards the line and right.
Oh, that'll get the guy. I'm surprised he didn't tag. No,
Yeah.
not that deep. I thought it was going to be deeper.
Coachy makes the grab. It just looked like it kind of got in on him a little bit. What were you going to tell me?
I mean, Noah Rivera, he has, for the most part, he hasn't gotten a lot of runs to work with. When he won on opening day, he won 3-1. Then he got 7 runs against North Hamilton, so they beat North Hamilton 7-3, which I think is North Hamilton's only loss, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. They're 8-1. And then in his last game against Allentown, he only got 1 run. He made it work. He won 1-0. So 2 runs got to feel pretty good for him at this point, only in the 2nd inning.
I would think he'll take it. Condurso.
He's going to have to. It was given to him.
Condurso shoots one towards the middle, but it's right at the shortstop. Dromboski circles and throws to first to end the inning. I almost just said the Spartans. Hamilton 31.
Don't worry, I do it all the time.
I'm sure you do. It'll happen later.
Yeah.
2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left for Hamilton 31, but they have a 2-0 lead. Stake to Noah Rivera as we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Car inventory in Bucks and Mercer counties. Check out the all-new Hyundai of Trenton. They've got all types of cars, Hyundai models, pre-owned cars, SUVs, all types of models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory ready for delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer, has the cars in stock. 1655 North Holden Avenue in Ewing Township. And if you miss any of today's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian.
Well, it's like you haven't missed a beat, pal.
Oh, thanks. I try.
Do you have to read spots for York, or is that the play-by-play guy?
We do, but they're not typically long scripts. It's kind of the blank steal of the game. The starting lineups are sponsored by so-and-so.
One of those.
They are, very quick, and they get out of the way so that people can enjoy the game.
Okay. Well, I don't think these are too intrusive.
They are not. No, especially when we come back from break, that kind of stuff.
Right.
But a lot of our commercials there are recorded. They get done via pitching changes and through the middle innings. So,
Gotcha.
that's typically what happens. And, we don't do the video stream component of it. That's the radio.
That's true, yeah.
Yep. Ryan Kochi, the batter. First pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul ground, back behind the plate. Giving it a look, Condurso, and hits the top of the dugout. There's some room in foul ground here at this park, Fish.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you can go a ways. Yeah, and you're gonna if somebody throws a wild pitch and you're on third, you're gonna score. Because the catcher's got to run about a quarter mile before he gets the ball. Talked about Jack Pirelli with his 2 runs. There's 2 RBI double. He had on June 10th he had 3 hits and 2 RBIs in a win over Princeton. So Pirelli's had a little bit of success this year.
No balls, 2 strikes. Rivera kicks and fires. Lifted center field. Right there is Finaccio. He inches back, and he's under it. Squeezes with 2 hands.
You don't see that much anymore. 2-handed catches.
Got to use 2 hands, right?
That's what they always told me. I don't think they're telling a lot of people that these days.
No, you're right. You see only certain players that do that, but it's a little bit breezy out here, and you just want to make sure.
Yeah, the wind is picking up a little bit. Well, I wouldn't call it wind.
There's a breeze.
Yeah, it's a breeze. Breeze is different than wind.
Well, that's what I said the first time.
I know, you were right. I was giving you your props.
Oh, thanks. Filipponi's first pitch. Over for a strike.
It's like you were never away.
But I have been away.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Oh, one crowds him inside.
So the point guard's in Nashville, huh?
Mm-hmm.
She going to concerts and stuff?
I don't know. I would assume she's going out to the bars and the live music.
I need to get a scouting report because everybody says Nashville is the place to go now.
I have been there thrice.
No way.
3 times, yes.
Really?
My brother lives there.
Oh, well. I'm not as impressed now.
Oh, okay.
You had to go. Is it as fun as everybody says?
It is fantastic. There's that gas station again back there.
Oh, yeah.
Check the schedule.
Seriously, if you're driving in this area, make sure there's not a game at Gilder Field. Don't pull in between 5:30 and 7:30 because you may get conked.
Ball and 2 strikes. Rivera winds and kicks. That's right there. Strike 3. Froze Filippani.
Rivera doing a good job of getting ahead of the batters and then putting them away. I just learned today, watching the Phillies game, which broke my heart, by the way, that when a third strike is because of the pitch clock violation, you put it's called an upside down, not an upside down K,
it's a
lay down.
Sideways.
I think McCarthy called it a lay down K.
Sideways K.
Where you put it, no, not sideways.
It's sideways.
You put the long part of the K downwards, and then the V goes up. To me, that's laying down. Like the K is on its back.
Pitch to Gerald, little off the plate. So when you're laying down, aren't you sideways?
No, you're horizontal. Maybe you should call it a horizontal K. Well, good thing we don't have to worry about that here.
Call strike 2-2. Now, I've not had that happen yet, but I suppose it could. And I'd probably just have a K and circle it or something.
No, you're not going to go with the.
No, I've heard
the trend.
No, I've heard Gary Cohen say that he does one that's kind of sideways so that he could pick it out. But it's pretty much your preference. I mean, as long as you understand what it is.
To me, the way it is the normal way it is sideways, because you go from side to side, backward K, regular K.
Right. 2-strike pitch.
Just
little
missed.
off.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to take. What was it? That's 2-2 now. That was a 1-2. Yeah.
Full count now.
Oh, full count.
Yep.
Okay.
So that was a 2-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's a close one to take, man, with 2 strikes.
It is. Rivera, payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him anyway.
Yep.
Looked like the change away. A couple more strikeouts. That's now 4 for Rivera. 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And going to the top of the third, it's Hamilton 2, Bordentown nothing.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
All right, we're back here at Gilder Field. Hamilton holding a 2-0 lead after 2 innings. Noah Rivera has been sharp as a tack. Gave up hitting a walk in the first inning, but has been fairly dominant since then, with retiring 4 straight, 3 by strikeouts. And Hamilton getting a 2-run double from Jack Pirelli in the top of the second. And we are back at the top of the order with Christian Finaccio, and we turn it back over to...
Wow. That was great.
Oh, you didn't let me finish. To Keith Noonan.
No. Finaccio dances out of the way, ball 1.
Just being around you lifts
You gave the whole recap and everything, the scoring. I mean, it was like you were doing the post-game show.
I was trying to fill time till you got off the phone.
There you go.
It was role reversal.
2-0. That's a perfect way to describe it, isn't it? 2-0 to Christian.
I got your back anytime, pal.
That one stays high, and it's 3-0. Well, Gerald Hasn't walked anyone yet. Just gave up 3 hits in that last inning, as Fish just told you about.
Yep.
Finaccio will be taking. It's over for a strike, 3-1. Both teams sporting nice green uniforms, which is just wonderful.
Yeah, right.
For the same ball game.
Yep.
3-1. Finaccio goes after ball 4. Pitch was above the letters, and he's not happy with himself.
Yeah. Gerald got a break there. Let's see if he can capitalize on it.
So 3-2. Gerald fires, and it's fouled away. Just back to the top of that fencing. Yeah, they're going to need to, don't you think, Fish, replace some of those nets back there at some point?
I don't think they haven't worried about it in a long time. I don't know if they're going to start worrying about it now.
Well, I'm sure when somebody on the highway gets hit on the fly, they might start to worry about it.
I don't know if it'll get out that far. But somebody sitting there just getting gas, minding their own business, might not like it.
Ball 4 on the payoff.
Good job by Finaccio. He swung at ball 4, fouled off a pretty decent 3-2 pitch, and then worked the walk.
Brings up Ditta. Ditto for 1 with a fly out. Center fielders have gotten a bit of work today.
Yep.
Check over to first.
Trying to hit back up the middle. Just lifting it too high.
Yeah, each center fielder with a couple of putouts. First pitch, Ditta lays one down. Really good bunt.
Oh, wow.
Filipani fires, not in time.
That ball, it just hugged the line, never even got on the dirt. It just stayed in the grass the whole time and then just stopped dead. And that was not an easy pitch to bunt. Did you see how low that was? He had to kind of go down and coax that along.
He did. Almost looked like a breaking ball at the bottom of the zone. Now the table's set for the middle of the order. Jake Pope. First and second.
So, Flash, I got to watch Jake Pope's sister play a lot of games with Steinert softball at the end of the season.
And Pope squares the bunt. He pulls back, takes low.
What a player she is as a freshman. Oh, my goodness.
Is that right?
Ugh. Well, they had 2 freshmen, her and Michaela Walsh. But, I mean, Pope she played shortstop. She batted leadoff. She was just unbelievable. Had an RBI single in the championship game that they won 3-2. And she's a really good, solid basketball player on the varsity.
Basketball as well, huh?
Yeah, so the Pope siblings, pretty good. Jake, having a really good year for Steiner baseball.
1-0. Pope waits the pitch, and he's going to bunt right back to the mound. Off his Gerald, he throws to third in time. They get the lead runner. The bunt was just way too hard back to the mound.
Yeah, that was. We saw a really good bunt followed by a not so good one.
So 1-5 moves Ditta up to second, but the lead runner gone in Finaccio. Yeah, and Mia Pope in that one playoff game, the quarterfinal round, where Steiner just ran through Allentown.
Oh yeah.
She had 3 hits, 3 for 4.
No, she was tremendous all the way through. Against Robbinsville, she made a diving stop to get an out with the bases loaded. She had a couple hits, RBI. I mean, she just did it all. Her and Walsh both. I mean, the two of them were at the top of the order. They played middle infield, and Steiner went all the way to win the state title.
0-1 to Gill. Shoots one towards short. Drombowski flips to second, gets the out there. So 2 out. Did it a third. Pope eliminated, and Gill on the 6-4 is on first. Well, good job by Jarrell. This inning could have gotten away from him.
Yeah, could have. I mean, he got a little bit of a break when on the bad bunt. A good bunt could have set things up a little more trouble-wise, but and then that short hopper. I'll tell you what, it might have been fortunate they had the force at second, because that ball was hit slow. I'm not sure if they would have got him at first.
Smith takes on the outside, strike one. Smith with a double his last time. That made it second and third and nobody out, and then double by Pirelli brought them in. A 1 count to Smith. Runners on the corners. Pitch missed away. Tough to tell sometimes from this angle where the ball's going.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's why you can say ooh, but you don't really know.
Is that what I say? Ooh.
Well, you being a general term.
Smith gets one in the air, left field. I know where this is going. Pillock ranging towards the line. He reaches up and snags it.
Nice job by Jarrell.
No runs on 1 hit and 2 more left for Hamilton 31. Jarrell gets through the inning unscathed. As we go to the bottom of the third, it's still a 2-0 lead for Hamilton.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here in Bordentown at Gilder Field, 2-0 is the score so far. Hamilton with the early lead. The Italian People's Bakery on 63 Butler Street. Proud to support high school sports here on WBCB. And you can go there for the rolls, deli meats, and the pastries. 63 Butler Street, place to go for the best hoagies, finest dessert trays for any get-together. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. You miss any of tonight's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com.
Forgot to mention, this is Post 31 manager Rick Freeman's first year coaching, well, first year of anything without his dad, Kenny Pops Freeman. Kenny passed away a little while ago, and in his 90s. Kenny Pops Freeman was the manager of this team before Rick took over. So Kenny goes back to the 70s and 80s, and then Rick took over. And I never met Kenny Freeman. Well, everybody called him Pops. Feels funny just calling him Kenny, but I just heard nothing but great stories about what a great guy he was and everything. And he's definitely part of Mercer County, lure, legendary lure type of thing. He had great teams, and he gave us a great manager here to carry on the tradition. And what happened there? Did he walk or was he hit by a pitch?
Luca Menino is saying he got hit by the pitch. The ball was dropped by Condurso, and that's what Menino was trying to argue, that he also got hit. But Rich Conti was giving time so that Condurso can take a breath for a moment.
Okay.
That pitch was a little inside, but and Rich Conti talking to somebody back behind the fence. I'm not sure why.
Nor am I.
Well, he's just a talker. He'll talk to anybody.
Who, Conti?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does like to chatter. He's a friendly guy.
He is. He's wonderful. Ball and a strike. And Menino takes one on the corner. Strike three.
3 straight Ks now for Rivera. 4 of the last 5, and he's got 5 for the game.
He does have 5 for the game, yes. Back to the top. Tromboski. 1 out, nobody on. Just one hit so far for Bordentown. Bordentown coming in 8-0. Foul this way.
You parked out of the danger zone there, Flash?
I guess I'm in the danger zone because it hopped over the car next to me.
You never know if it's a danger zone until your car actually is in danger.
Well, I thought about it, but then I said, there's trees here and bouncing ball towards second. Pope is there. Throws in time. And I thought there was trees, and I also thought, well, from this angle, a lefty would have to hit it about 90 degrees. And that's exactly what he just did. So,
yep, all for your benefit. I'm way down there. I should be safe.
Way down there.
Famous last words, I should be safe.
2 out in the inning.
Whatever you do, don't park in the gas station.
Well, that I've learned. Pillock swings and misses. Imagine having to stop and get gas and then having that pop up in your mind.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Rich Fisher said that I should check the
game schedule.
Check the game schedule while I'm here before I just fill up.
You can't just go willy-nilly into that gas station.
You would be a terrible general manager for that gas station.
I hope they don't. I hope this doesn't get back to them. What are you doing to our business?
No balls, 2 strikes.
And again, Noah Rivera, he's just pounding the zone. He's getting ahead of pretty much every batter he's faced, most of them.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah, he's doing it in a really good way. Look at that.
Got him looking. 2 more strikeouts for Noah Rivera. That's 3 straight innings, all 3 that he struck out at least 2. That is phenomenal work. Bordentown going down 1-2-3 once again. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. On to the top of the 4th inning, and Bordentown trails Hamilton 2-0.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Honor, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Back here for the 4th, Salzano, Pirelli, and Graziano coming up for Hamilton. Almost just said Steinert again.
Well, pal.
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen. And there's nothing I can tell you because like I said, I do the same. It's just
Well, that's what happens when you call, the Steinert games all season, and then you have all the Steinert
right. I mean,
players.
I write it sometimes. I'll write, and then the Spartans, and I'm like, oh wait, no.
Oh wait, no. Rich Giolella hustling over now to get to third base.
You call that a hustle?
Well, he was out of the dugout. Then he stopped. He's more on a stroll now.
He's not even in the box yet.
No, he was making his way over there.
He was just going to stand there the whole time.
Although sometimes we played Staten Island a couple of times, and Homer Bush is their manager. Wonderful guy. 0-1 pitch. Below the knees.
I don't even think. Look, is G even? He's not even going to the coaching box.
No,
wherever it is.
Yeah,
there
they
he
didn't draw
goes.
the line. Yeah, there he is.
It's kind of.
Sometimes Staten Island will go about more than halfway through the inning without having a first base coach, which I get isn't that important. But sometimes, if you have somebody on base and whatnot, you need that person over there. Sometimes Homer forgets, I think, to send somebody over there. Swing and a miss. Salzano down on strikes. First strikeout for Gerald.
He's still a little close in. He's not really where, a guy with his experience should be able to sense right where that coaching box is. He probably does. He probably just doesn't care.
Correct. I think he likes where he's standing right now.
Yeah, and since there's no box, there's nobody. Rich Connie can't say, hey, get in the box.
That ball bounced on the grass in front of the plate. You don't see that too often.
No.
That was like the opposite of what Garrett Cole did the other night.
I didn't see that.
Rip towards second. Over to his right, Menino. Bobbled, throwed late. Just chucked it late, and that will be an error. Pirelli on once again.
Pirelli showed pretty good wheels there.
He did. He was cooking. Graziano. One on. Should be 2 outs.
Were my Anthony Peroni stories any help to you on the air the other day?
He did not play.
Oh, so you couldn't bring him up.
Swinging a pitch that almost hit him. The throw goes into center. That must have been a hit and run because there's no other reason why Graziano would try to hit that.
You couldn't be more right. As soon as he swung, I saw him go. As soon as he swung, there's a hit and run. Well, they got the guy over.
So, that was when we were texting. Anthony Peroni is in the Atlantic League. He plays for the Ducks in Long Island for manager Wally Backman. And I said, that must be a lot like playing for G, which Fish laughed at. Curveball, strike one. I sat in Wally's office for about 20 minutes after the second game, and it was unbelievable to hear some of the stories and other things. I mean, he was just fantastic.
Oh, I bet.
Been around the game for so long. 86 Met.
He could probably talk about that team for 3 weeks without coming up for a breath.
Exactly. So 2
Not
outs,
just
strike
baseball.
3. No, exactly. No, so I think the next time when they come in about a month, I might have to sit on down and ask them about some of those stories.
Yeah, let me know. Record that for me, will you? I want to hear it.
Well, that would be illegal.
Well, I wouldn't use it. I just want to hear it.
Right. Condurso.
Graziano a little frustrated there, striking out, and probably felt like he got gypped out of a swing. He had to swing at a really bad pitch on the hit and run. But,
right.
It's all part of the game.
I was surprised it was the first pitch of the at-bat. Usually on like a 2-1 count or a 1-1 count, you want to throw that in there. Condurso pops it up in the infield, left side. Drombowski is right there under it and squeezes. 2 in the inning.
I'm pretty impressed with Jarrell, the way he's throwing today. He's not overpowering or anything, but he's, he had 2 strikeouts that inning.
Yep, his first 2 of the game.
Yeah, first 2 of the game. He's doing what he's keeping his team in it against a very, very good pitcher.
Absolutely. 2-0 the score. Hamilton with the lead over Bordentown. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 2-0.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
It's finally time to go somewhere, anywhere at this point. So let's go places and let's go team. Load up the whole family in the Highlander with room for 8, or sneak away in the stylish and reliable Camry for a weekend trip. Plus, our used car inventory has something for every budget. And don't forget to visit our service center before you hit the road. So let's go summer, let's go places, and let's go team. Start your summer now at teamtoyota.net. Or visit us at the dealership for a safe, simple, and secure process.
Back here at Gilderfield, where we go into the bottom of the 4th. Noah Rivera coming out for his 4th inning of work. He's been outstanding in the first 3 and still staked to that 2-0 lead. And once again, we bring you over to the melodic tones of Keith the Flash Noonan.
Melodic. I like it. Well, Fredericks, who was a lot of fun to watch at the dish just because of his size, and Fish says every time he hits the ball, he smacks it. Of course, he struck out his first time, so he couldn't see it.
You didn't get to see it.
Nope. So maybe this time, but Noah Rivera not struggling at all, and Gerald's done a really nice job. Worked around an error in that inning. Should have been out of the inning quicker. And still a 2-0 ball game. Rivera certainly used to putting up zeros. Did it a lot in high school.
Yep.
You said he's where now?
Kane.
Wow.
Mo Masseri's alma mater.
Yep. I know a few guys that played baseball there myself.
How do you like that? Mo left. See, you left, so Mo left.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't give that as his quote why he was leaving. Not because he wants to see his kids, but he won't have Keith Noonan announcing them anymore.
Here's the 1-0. Ripped past third base.
Did you even see that?
Barely.
He can't even see it when he hits it.
That was hit hard. Yeah, I still haven't called Mo, but I'll get around to it.
Yeah, he was. You could hear it in his voice when I was talking to him. He really was in anguish not seeing his kids play because of how much it hurt them.
It's always tough. Here's the 1-1. Takes off the plate outside. I mean, a lot of coaches, we've seen it happen a million times where coaches, retire or step down. They want to spend more time because it is a 24/7 job.
He'll be back.
Ball goes to the backstop, 3-1. Yes.
He'll be back.
Correct.
I mean, watch his kids grow up, and who knows? He might not even be back here. Maybe he'll hook up with one of his kids' teams somewhere.
3-1. Fredericks pops it up. Major league pop.
Without a doubt, a
Gill
major league pop up.
in the grass. 1 out.
That was first thing that went through my mind when it got all the way up there.
He just had to say it.
Yep. Yeah, you do. It's like
a sight.
It's ingrained in you when one goes that high. You have to say major league pop up.
Well, and I've always thought with the way that Mo coaches, I think he'd be incredibly successful in the college level too, if he wanted to do that.
Yeah, you never know. Who knows where these guys, where he'll end up. Right now, he's not worrying about it.
Worry-free. Mo Masseri.
Yeah, worry-free Mo Masseri. You have to make it rhyme.
There you go. 1 ball, 1 strike to Peters. Yeah, I was surprised by that, though.
I wasn't, because I've been hearing rumblings the last couple of years that he was
So
ready
friend
to...
you are. Didn't tell me.
Well, because nothing came of it.
I'm okay hearing rumors. So I was surprised by the news, and you weren't. So I was out of the loop there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's all.
I wasn't completely not surprised.
2-1 is lifted, foul ground, and no chance for Salzano, although the fence is gone in that area.
Yeah, but I don't know if that dropped on the other side of where
I don't know. I couldn't
even
tell.
if he'd have caught it going through the fence, would it have been an out? Because I'm assuming over the other side of the fence is out of play.
Right, that would have been discussed in the ground rules, which obviously we're not a part of.
Yeah, because he didn't go tearing through that fence to catch it, so I guess he figured when he got to the opening, there was no play.
2-2 on Peters. He walked. 2-2 coming. Upstairs. Full count. 1 out. Bottom 4.
Peters walked his first time up. 3-2 count now.
Pulled down to third. Backhanded.
Nice
down to a knee. Dida fires. Makes the long throw and could not be picked out by Salzano. And over to second goes Peters.
Well, no good deed goes unpunished. You make a nice backhand stop, and he looks like a nice play, and then you throw it away and you get an error.
That's what happens. So runner on second. Tying run comes to the plate here in the middle innings. Braden Drumbowski.
Yeah, the Dromboskis are both Northern Burlington guys.
They had a really good player a few years ago, didn't they? One of the top players.
Oh, yeah. Drew Wires.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ball gets away from Condurso out to the right. What say you on that? Fish?
It was in the dirt, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, wild pitch. Yeah, Drew Wires. I'm not sure how he did in college this year. I meant to look that up, but he was fantastic. Father was a former athletic director at Robbinsville.
1-0, squaring the bunt. Now it's taken 2-0.
Drew was actually a pretty good basketball player too.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Noah Rivera got to bear down now. It's only a 2-0 game. I mean, you can afford to give up a run, but you'd rather not.
Well, he will. It's shot to second. Backhanded Pope, who throws. Be an RBI ground out. Dromboski will drive in a run. And it's now 2-1.
Yeah, and that's where it was a good idea. You didn't have the infield in because that ball would have gone past him, with where he was playing. If he'd have been playing in, I'm pretty sure that ball would have gone past him. So he had the range to get over there and get it. And there's no reason to play it in when you have the two-run lead. So
base is clear, 2 out. Slider over for a strike to Kochi.
Well, Rivera's in another tight one.
I think he expects it at this point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Little dribbler to third, foul.
That run will be unearned.
Nothing at 2, just trying to get out of the inning. Kochi waits. 0-2. Strike 3 called, he got him.
Well, came back strong. Well, he never really was weak. he should have had a 1-2-3 inning.
1 run, no hits, and 1 error. How about that, Fish?
Yep.
And nobody left on base, so Bordentown does get a run, cuts the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game as we go to the 5th inning here on WBCB.
Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
This is Angelo Onnerfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Back in Bordentown, Keith Noonan and Rich Fisher with you. Pitchers duel developing as we go to the 5th inning.
Yeah, it's an entertaining game.
Yep.
Nice and tight. 2 good teams.
Travis Jarrell and Noah Rivera.
Once again, though, Hamilton hurting itself with an error.
Yeah.
I mean, they made a lot in the previous game, got blown out, and error in this one leads to a run. Error and a wild pitch, so that was a pretty sloppy run.
Top of the 5th inning, and Finaccio, top of the order, leading off. First pitch taken high, ball 1. Each at bat for Finaccio now. He's led off a frame. Pops 1 foul. The net this time worked.
Sometimes it works.
What's the percentage rate
So when it works, the people in charge of it say, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Pitch bounced in the dirt. Gets all the way by. Well, they're trying to fix the scoreboard now because they had the run coming in the bottom of the 5th inning, which we've not reached yet. So now the balls and strikes aren't going, and it's a whole thing. Finaccio turns on one, but yanks it foul.
Oh, yeah, I see what you were saying. I was getting confused. I thought they... Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all messed up out there. I was thinking they put the run up at the right inning and didn't put Hamilton's 0 up the top of the inning.
No, yeah.
We're ahead of it.
Now you see what's going on, yeah.
Nah. Give me a minute and I'll figure it out.
All right. Maybe a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
I believe now it's 3-1, but they have 2-2 on the board.
Yeah, they have 2-2.
Thought the foul ball was the only strike.
I guess we'll find out now, once he hits it.
I prefer he hits it. And it was 3-1.
Correct, Flash.
All right.
Never doubt the Flash. Finaccio doing what a leadoff man should do. Got on for the second time now with a walk. And bunted him over last time with a perfect bunt, but Hamilton was unable to capitalize on that. I mean, a bunt was for a single.
Yep.
So put runners at first and second. See if they do that again.
Pretty healthy lead at first for Finaccio. Now he's going back.
Yeah. And,
takes a called strike, looking to bunt again.
Yeah, Peters was charging on that as he went into his delivery.
And, I mean, I understand it's a close game, but I'm not sure. You're two-hitter, and maybe let him hit. Maybe try to steal a base if you want.
I don't know. I think if you have your guy on the mound that you're comfortable with, you try to get that run back, give him his 2-run cushion back.
Sure.
Because, how many times you hear it, oh, you got to have that shutdown inning. Well, if you bunt him over and get a hit, then you didn't have the shutdown inning.
Absolutely. Another throw over. Last time I saw that in a game, it was a balk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Not allowed to throw over twice. There's the bunt.
There's the bunt.
Right side foul.
Yeah, that didn't.
Which I got to tell you, I like it.
What, the balk?
No, I like the fact that in the Atlantic League, you only can throw over once.
Oh, yeah. I do too. Anything to speed the game up.
It's fun to watch. You don't have the constant delays and stepping off. And
oh, yeah. How many times do we see it at this level?
Well, it's, I think, your least favorite thing.
It is when the score is 8-1. I understand. Oh, there you go. Oh, they got him.
Goes, picked off. Frederick's throw is right there.
Well done by Bordentown.
Caught stealing.
Yep, 1, 3, 6.
So Finaccio erased, and that's the first out. And I think with Fanaccio's speed, why not try it? He just got picked off.
Yeah. It's tough, man, when you're going against a lefty. Those lefties have that automatic, more slick move over to first.
You got the occasional righty that can pick guys off, but you're right, much easier for the lefty.
Yeah. They're facing the
pitch. Fouls it away. And it hits the net.
Yeah, and that gets another one.
How about that?
Our crew is very excited about that over here. Just gives their entertainment for the night.
Maybe they're taking side bets over there.
Maybe.
Maybe Jordan just won some cash. That's why he was thrilled. Chases
really
chased.
Oh.
Stood up on that one. 2 out. Give a lot of credit. Third strikeout for Travis Jarrell. He has really pitched a solid game.
Yeah, he sure has. I mean, he's gotten into trouble. He's gotten out of it. He has, in the last 3 innings, He's stranded 4 Hamilton runners. They've left 4 on base over the last 3.
Pitch rolled a strike, top of the strike zone at the letters to Pope. 2 outs, bases clear. 2-1 ball game as the Bordentown coaching staff tries to figure out the scoreboard. Frustration starting to mount, I think, as one coach went back in the dugout, hands by his side. Slow curve, and it's fouled back.
Yeah, he tried to held up a little bit and then went into his swing, but too late.
Pope with 2 strikes. Just down low. So I believe it's 2-2. Gerald trying to get through 5. Pitch. Crowds him high and tight.
Yep.
Full count. And I think they fixed the scoreboard, Fish. Took a little bit, but I think they've got it.
Excellent. And this guy's laughing here. Always a fun time here out at the ballpark.
3-2 is pulled wide of first foul. Fredericks, the big man, tosses it back. I mean, he's towering over that first base umpire. He's got like 5 inches on him.
Let me tell you something. He's towering over everybody on this field.
That's true. Very true. Fredericks guarding the line at first. Be another 3-2 to Pope. The pitch. Driven right field. Ooh. Chasing Kochi back. He's there on the warning track.
You know, you can kind of see the difference earlier in the game when that ball went out. Wasn't it or was it Kochi then too that was kind of spun around? I forget now.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he played that a lot better than he played that first one that went out there.
That he did. No runs, no hits. There was a caught stealing and no errors. So Hamilton 31 goes down almost in order here in the top of the 5th as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still a 2-1 game.
Hey, did I copy
this? Is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
It's finally time to go somewhere, anywhere at this point. So let's go places and let's go team. Load up the whole family in the Highlander with room for 8. Or sneak away in the stylish and reliable Camry for a weekend trip. Plus, our used car inventory has something for every budget. And don't forget to visit our service center before you hit the road. So let's go summer, let's go places, and let's go team. Start your summer now at teamtoyota.net. Or visit us at the dealership for a safe, simple, and secure process.
And we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2-1. High school parents remain undefeated.
That was a little off the air kind of joke we had.
Yep. You know.
Actually, they remain winless.
There you go. That's one way to say it. Filippani, the batter. Pitch taking the top of the zone for a strike.
I'll tell you more about it off the air later.
Oh, yeah.
There's more to tell you.
People are just,
insane.
Can't get out of their own way.
Nope. Oh, there's a
shot towards second, but over to his right is Pope, a couple of strides.
I thought that was going to be an excuse me one. I thought that was going to head over his head, but
again, very tough to see. We're off to the left, so We really only could see the height of the baseball, not really exactly where it's going. One out now, Gerald, the opposing pitcher. As Noah Rivera looking to work through the fifth.
I'll tell you, we talked about Hamilton with their errors and the walks being given up by the pitchers. Their offense has not been really tearing the cover off the ball either. Last game they got 3 runs, and in the previous 2 games they got 1 run in each game. And tonight they only have 2. The 1 run they got in the first of those 2 games, it was enough for Noah Rivera, who pitched a shutout.
2-0. Rivera into the wind. Missed up high. So Rivera trying to collect himself. And the pitch over the outside. 3-1. This is where you'd like to know the pitch count, right, Fish?
Yes. Yeah, you would.
3-1 on the outside corner.
I can't think Rivera's up too high.
No.
I mean, because he hasn't been running a lot of deep counts. He's run a few, but not a lot.
3-2. Here it comes. Just caught a piece.
Jarrell hitting for himself today.
Yeah, you like to see that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
If they could hit.
If they can hit, yeah. There's 2 ways of looking at that during the Legion season.
3-2, slash to left field, base hit. Past the diving Gill.
Well, he got a hit.
So he can hit.
I mean, a lot of these guys, they have trouble getting their guys to come out to every game.
Yeah.
And if a kid's going to come out and not even get off the bench, he might not want to come out again.
Right.
So when you have that DH, at least it gives you a chance to get 1 extra kid in the game to, keep 1 more guy happy that he didn't waste a summer night. That's just,
Menino now at the dish. And he lays down a really nice bunt down the third base side. Throw to first just in time by a stride by Condurso. Nice play by the catcher. Sacrifice successful, though. Over to second goes Gerald.
That grass must be pretty thick because that ball is dying really in a hurry.
Well, there's also grass on the infield dirt. So
Yeah.
Not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usual infield level. Yeah.
So you wonder what happens when it hits that grass. And
We
Freeman.
haven't seen a bad hop yet. All right, they're going out and having Rick Freeman going to have a little chat here.
Just a little chat. Well, Fish, if you were the pitching coach, what would you say in this situation?
Throw strikes. Keep the ball down.
If there's a runner on, don't even look at him. Just go to the plate.
Yeah. Well, that could be one of the things he's saying. Look, you have the lead. There's 2 outs. Don't worry about that guy. Just get the batter.
Right. Even if they take third, it doesn't matter.
Right.
With a couple out in the inning.
I mean, you got Dromboski once on a fly ball, once on a ground out. You got this guy twice. Yeah, it's a pretty big moment in the game.
Absolutely. Bottom of the 5th. 2-1 game. Tying runner on second is the opposing pitcher, Jarrell. First pitch, wave and a miss.
Ball had some good movement on it. Looked like it dropped down at the very end.
Nothing in 1. Rivera deals. Swing and a miss. Changeup. Got him way out in front. And Rivera strike away from getting through 5 with no earned runs. 1 run is unearned against him. Trying to keep this game tied, or keep his
team in the lead.
Keep his team in the lead. Of course, Drobowski would like to tie it.
Of course he would. Seems to be a little miscommunication there. Catcher and pitcher. All right, he's ready now.
And the pitch. Called strike 3, outside corner with a fastball, just painted. And that ends the inning.
Yeah, he doesn't like to waste pitches. He comes in on that 0-2 pitch. He comes after you. Not right down the middle. It comes after you, but he'll try and throw a strike.
That is the 8th strikeout for Noah Rivera through 5 innings. So he has put together a really nice start once again. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left for Bordentown in that inning as we go to the top of the 6th. Hamilton coming back up with a 2-1 lead.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Two to 1 the score, even though I thought the game was tied a moment ago.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly the score changes.
Gill will lead it off in the top of the 6th. Gerald's still out there firing, and he fires low, ball 1.
Gill's reached twice on a single and a fielder's choice, scored a run.
At the knees, evens the count at 1. Smith coming up next. He's 1 for 2 with a double, and then Salzano is 0 for 2.
No doubt that these guys would love to tack on a run. Look out.
Curveball.
A door got hit, nothing bad.
Yep. On a couple of hops.
Yeah, a couple of hops. It wasn't like it crashed through a window.
Which is always a good thing.
Yes.
1-2. Gerald induces a ground ball to short. Over to his left. Dromboski throws on the run in time. So 1 down. One shortstop grounds out to the other.
I'll tell you what, these guys got some pitchers. This kid is just a sophomore. He's tough. But the game we were at,
Smith gets hit by the pitch, and he'll be aboard.
C.J. Adada from Burlington Township, he pitched a great game the other day against Broad Street Park. And their best pitcher, Doherty, is going to Ryder next. He's ticketed for Ryder. So they got some hurlers on this team. Did you watch any of those Ryder games, pal, on ESPN?
I missed them because I was out in York, and I don't get a chance to really do anything besides be at the ballpark for 12 hours a day.
Boy, they came about a whisker of beating Duke.
I did see that, though. I did see the final score, yeah.
That foul ball. No, they had second and third with 2 outs, and they had a line drive down the right field line. It was about a foot foul.
Salzano watches strike 1.
Yeah, Barry Davis did a nice job with that team.
Pitch up high, 1-1.
Where'd this come from? Did you bring this for me?
I think I did.
Yeah, thanks. I brought my own, so you can bring it home with you.
Okay, well done. Check over to first, back safely.
Or back to York, wherever you're going after this.
I'm going to go back home, and then I have a wedding on Saturday, so I'll head out there Saturday morning.
Nice.
Curveball taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Did you break a law, Flash? I see the cops out there.
Yeah, I was wondering. Maybe somebody got hit on the highway with a foul ball.
Oh, God, don't say that.
2-1. Way upstairs. 3-1.
This is, who is this batting? It's not Salzano.
No, you are right.
It is Alex Wolak.
Well, Wolak will walk.
Yep.
Back pick doesn't matter. Smith to second. And Wolak on first.
Well, again, they have some chances.
A chance to build on the lead. The way that their pitcher is pitched. And Pirelli will hit, and all kinds of confusion coming from the Hamilton dugout. First and second, 1 out.
I got a courtesy runner coming in. Or do we? Now he's going to second. All right.
Okay.
And that is turn around. Not that way, the other way.
24.
24, okay. That would be Nathan Klingel.
All right. First pitch down low. Of course, Pirelli at the dish hit the 2-run double.
Yep.
Those are the only 2 runs for Hamilton. Cling to a 2-1 lead. Goes after a good pitch. Good rip. Comes away empty. It's 1 for 2. Reached on an error in the 4th.
Yeah, Jarrell's got to get back, get his location back. Hitting the batter and walking the batter. He's been pretty good as far as his control.
4 walks. Popped foul. Back behind the plate.
I didn't realize he had that many.
No, it's not really a ton, and it's been overlooked by the way that he's pitched.
1, 2. I have him for 3 walks. 3 walks and a hit by pitch. Yeah. He walked. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Little number down to third. Peters has no play. Now the bases are loaded.
Okay. 2-hit game for Pirelli.
Off the end of the bat.
You take what you can get.
So bases juiced, and now there'll be a conversation. Don't see anybody throwing, though. Gerald's done a nice job.
I have Finaccio with 2 walks and Wolak with the 1. Who else do you have walking?
Yeah, I think I marked down that Smith walked, but he got hit by a pitch.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's my fault.
I got you. Well,
that was my mistake.
Big batter in this game, Dan Graziano.
So for 2,
Yep.
Blown out and struck out against Gerald, and it's going to be a little bit of a scouting report and make sure that the infield knows what's going on.
Let's see. They're going to play. They're not going to play in. They're going to play double play depth.
Yeah, I think it's the right move.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're going to get another runner.
Okay. Number 4, is that? No. Can't tell. 1.
Number one.
Number one, and that would be Jace Mayer.
Graziano digs in. Bases loaded. One out. Chance to take a big lead now. Curveball over the outside, strike one. That's a gutsy first pitch.
Yeah, sure is.
Hitter's probably thinking fastball. He wants to get ahead, and he got ahead anyhow on a breaking ball.
Well, this is Remy Feniello batting.
So another pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter, yeah. Okay, so
Feniello in there. Big spot for a pinch hitter.
Yeah, real big.
1-1. He saw it low, but Rich Conti calls strike two right at the knees.
Finielli also listed as being from Steinert, so he must have been a JV guy too.
One ball, two strikes. Gerald fires. Curveball is shot to right field. It's in for a hit. One runs in. Here comes the second. Nope, he'll be held up as Kochi fired it in. RBI hit serve to right field by Finiello, and now it's 3-1.
That's what a gutsy pinch hit. Come in, he kind of fought that curveball off and just sort of fisted it out there in the right field. Coming off the bench cold, falling behind on the count. That's huge.
And the bases remain loaded. That was soft contact, and another pinch hitter for Hamilton. Swing and a miss. That's 16 fish.
Yes, it is. That would be Owen Whitman.
All right.
Well, Rick Freeman emptying the bench here and getting results.
Timeout for Rich Giolella. Wants to talk things over. Whitman, another pinch hitter. Infield's in now. And Whitman takes a called second strike. So it's 0-2. This is the strikeout that Gerald needs right now. They're down 3-1. Gerald with a high set the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Well, that's a big out because you really don't, they're one swing away from breaking this thing wide open.
Fourth strikeout for Gerald, and none bigger than that one. And it's back to the top here in the top of the sixth inning for Finaccio. Bases juice, now 2 outs. And the first pitch. That's over the outside corner, strike one.
Well, Finaccio has walked his last 2 times up. He'd take that now. Get himself an easy RBI.
Oh, one. It's off the end of the bat. Fair right on the bag. Picked up by Peters.
Yeah, Peters
for the force out.
All he had to do was bend over. He was on the bag when he got it. And he just couldn't have been easier.
1 run in the inning. Finiello with an RBI single with the bases loaded. Pinch hit single. So a run on 2 hits for Hamilton. And they do strand a couple, but they build on the lead. It's now 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Bordentown coming back up.
Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball. Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
This is Angelo Onifrey, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th inning now, and Bordentown, who has not yet lost, they're 8-0, coming up down a couple of runs with only a couple of turns at bat left, 6 outs to play with. And they still have to try to crack the code of Noah Rivera.
Yep. They have not gotten an earned run yet.
It'll be Pillock, Fredericks, and Peters due up in the home 6th. Pillock 1 for 2. Gets a top of the zone strike, does Rivera. Oh, 1 pitch. Tapped foul.
It's like we're seeing the star of the present in Noah Rivera and the star of the future in Travis Jarrell, the way he's been pitching.
Yeah, you're right about that. Couple of hops towards short, and it gets through. Sneaks into left field.
Had eyes.
Yep. Gill had a dive at it, but it's a leadoff hit for Reese Pillock.
And that's huge. When you're down by a couple late, you want to get that leadoff runner on. It gives everybody a little bit of lift.
And now Fredericks can knot it up with one swing.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to give it a pretty good poke to get it out of here, but...
Back pick by Condurso, but tag on the helmet's late.
I mean, you make a mistake with him, and I could I could see trouble.
Rivera comes set and fires. It's down in the dirt. Well, and Condurso's got to do a good job to make sure that nothing gets by him. You know,
right. You don't want to get that runner in scoring position
exactly.
without even, I'm sure they're going to pitch very carefully to this guy.
Well, now it's 3-0. They're doing exactly that.
Yeah. Because if there's one guy that can, I mean, I bet he has the green light. What do you think?
I would think, but he's taking all the way, and it's off the inside, ball 4. Well, Bordentown, like I said, they haven't lost. You know that they're going to put up a fight.
Right.
Already have the tying runners on base, as Fredericks is not going to run.
No. Who do we got going in?
I don't know, but they're coming from the outfield.
Yeah,
so.
the guy, he's got an extra long run. He's going to be out of breath by the time he gets on the base.
Freeman coming out again.
And that is, who is that?
Number 10.
Yes. Luke Harris.
So first and second, and now Condurso is chugging out there to find out what's going on. Rick Freeman is 38th year at the helm of this team.
He just loves it. Loves baseball.
Brian Giolello's pitching coach during the Steinert seasons.
Yes. Long-time baseball columnist, Diamond Reflections for the Trenton Times.
Peters the batter. Tying runners on base, and the bunt is back to the mound. Off the mound to grab it, Rivera, and he fires to first.
Nice job by Peters. Very good bunt.
And the cleanup hitter gets it down.
Yeah, right.
So tying runs now on second and third.
Now, that's a sign of a good team. You got a guy cleanup hitter. He wants to go up there and try and drive in some runs, and manager says, no, you got to bunt him over, and he bunts him over. Everybody does their job.
Braden Drumbowski now takes a little in off the corner for ball one. Pounded into the ground towards short. Gill has it, pumps, throws, can't be picked out. And this is going to be a tie game. Salzano could not scoop it out. It's tied at 3 as 2 runs come in.
Wow. He took a little bit of, he did like a double hitch there before he threw it, and then obviously threw it away. And, they would have had one run for sure there.
Yeah. Both errors, just 2 of them tonight, and both have come back to result in runs scored. Drobowski ends up on second. And they're going to walk intentionally Kochi to set up a double play. Well, the game once again getting away from Hamilton.
Errors have been just killing them these last couple games.
And Gill at short usually pretty sure-handed. So now Filippani is the batter. Go-ahead run on second. Throw back to second. It's too high.
Rivera was really cranking out a gem. And a single, a walk, a sacrifice, and an error.
Pitch high and tight. Filippani 0 for 2. Strikeout and a line out. And that time is taken. That's some action in the pen. Rivera on the rubber set and throws again to second. It hits the runner.
Oh, they're going to get him.
And they've got him in a pickle. High throw. Dancing around. Dida goes all the way to tag him as he falls over near second base.
Tell you what, if he'd have kept going, he probably would have been safe. That throw was high.
Yep.
He probably would have slid in under the tag.
So Drombrowski is erased on that pickoff try that hit him, and then he tried to advance.
Yeah, that was ill-advised because that ball didn't go too far away. Well, I think Hamilton got a little bit of a break there for them getting with them going.
Yeah,
First he went, and then he stopped. I'm telling you, if he hadn't stopped, I'm pretty sure he would have got in. That ball was up there.
Stretches, and it hit him in the back. Filippani on first, and it's first and second again.
Now it's massive that they got that out on the pickoff. Yeah, the bases loaded with 1 out.
And Jarrell coming up.
Yeah, Jarrell's got a hit.
The last time he singled, he was 1 out of 2. Tie game at 3. Bottom of the 6th.
This has turned into quite a game, my friend.
It has. Gerald watches low. Ball 1.
And if the sun was out, we would have a lot more daylight, but we don't know how long. This is tied.
I was going to say.
This is tied for the second longest day of the year, of course. Today and Tuesday, yesterday being the longest day of the year.
1-1. His shot to right field. It's down. It's a base hit. Around third, Kochi. The throw is late. Play goes to third, not in time.
Wow.
RBI, go-ahead hit, Travis Gerald.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Bordentown takes back the lead.
Unbelievable.
They have trailed for a long time and finally break through against Rivera.
And now, I guess they're bringing Jarrell out for the last inning. I mean,
I would think.
But unless he's just that good of a hitter that they wanted to leave him in. I don't know. I don't see anybody from Bordentown warming up anywhere.
That's what I mean, and I think they might have been short a couple of guys today as well, from what I heard before.
Now the question is, does he have enough in the tank
right
to finish this thing?
Still second and third, a chance to add on with 2 outs.
Well, it's true.
And number 27, Fish, is pinch hitting here.
Okay. And that, my friend, is Chris Mirabelli.
Mirabelli pounds one into the ground at second. Pope loves it chest high and tosses to first. But Travis Gerald, really the story. He gets the RBI hit to get them even, and all told, 3 runs score in the inning in the bottom of the 6th as they will take the lead to the 7th and try to close things down. Travis Gerald will try to do that right after this as they have a 4-3 lead over Hamilton.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Off to the top of the 7th as Hamilton 31 will try to get across a run or two to extend the game, but Travis Gerald is trying to make this first lead 4-3 stand up.
I tell you, we talked in the last inning at the top. They walked the lead, or the leadoff guy got a single, Pillock, and we said, that's when a team's behind, they want to get that leadoff guy on, and they got the first 2 on. That set up the entire inning. You got the sacrifice down, and then all hell broke loose from that point.
Well, remember in the top of the 6th inning, Hamilton had the bases juiced and could have added on to their lead, but they didn't take advantage. And then same goes after Gerald got the hit to put them in front. They didn't add on with second and third.
Right.
Dida takes a cold strike at the knees, 0-1.
And now they got the top, 2, 3, 4 are up at the plate.
Right.
So they got who they want at the plate.
Of course, Gill made that error that cost them a couple runs, so he's coming up, chance to avenge himself. Line shot to right. Kochi right there down to a knee to pluck it out of the air, 1 out.
And just the opposite of when we said you want to get that leadoff guy when you're down. Obviously, when you're up, you really want to get that leadoff runner out, and that's a big first out.
Jake Pope.
What a turn of events.
Crazy.
I mean, Noah Rivera, who has been he's been unbelievable. He's been top pitcher, one of the top pitchers in the league this summer.
And Pope squares as if to bunt, takes off the plate. There's no way that you're bunting in this situation.
Gerald thought he had a strike there. He was hopping up and down.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
Maybe touch below the knees.
Youthful exuberance.
When was the last time you jumped up in the air? Squares as if to bunt again. Pulls back, takes a strike. When you and Jimmy Mayer were playing rec basketball?
Yeah.
And, the 1970 to mid-1970s.
I jumped up to try to block one of his shots because I was so tired of him not passing to me.
Just off the plate, 2-1.
When is the last time I jumped up in the air?
2-1. And the pitch. Pulled. Hits the bag.
Ball.
Down the right field line. Kochi throws to second. It's a good
Look
throw,
out.
and it's not in time. Oh, man. Double for Pope. He's the tying run. And that barely snuck over the bag.
And boy, would Jack Gill love to make up for that throwing error. All right, we're going to go out and have a little talk now with Jarrell.
Yeah, and if that throw had been a touch to the other side of the bag, there would have been no chance.
Right.
But just because Grombowski had to kind of reach across his body to put the tag down, gave the runner Pope just enough time.
I'll tell you, man, I mean, the most accurate cliche of all time in baseball is it's a game of inches. It really is. I mean, that throw, like you said, 4 or 5 inches the other way, and that's an out. And now you got 2 outs and nobody on. 4 inches that way, now you're in big trouble with a guy on second and 1 out.
It was still a good throw by Kochi, just...
Yeah, but inches.
Yep, wasn't quite the perfect throw. Tying run on second, Jack Gill. The batter. And the pitch. Check swing to the right of the mound. Tough play. Jarrell scoops it up with a bare hand and has the second out, but now the tying run goes to third base.
I'll tell you, Jarrell was pretty cool in that situation, too. That could be a thing where you get a little, you're right. I got to hurry up. I got to get it over there. I got a guy on third. He did a nice job of keeping his composure and getting that out.
You're right, and once he got there was no problem picking up the ball. He took his time. He knew once he was there, he had the out. So it's left to Michael Smith, who does have a double. He's 1 for 2. Also got hit by a pitch. Tying run on third. Bordentown looking to go to 9-0. If they secure one more out, Jarrell comes home. First pitch, caught the corner and the knees. Strike 1. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Jarrell fixing some of his stirrups. He's got a nice look going. You never wore stirrups, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Oh, they were.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm old school.
Yeah.
That's all they had back when I played.
One fouled away, and Hamilton 31 down to their final strike.
All right. Well, we've seen a couple of 2-strike hits tonight.
Certainly.
Michael Smith just got to bear down now. He's just got to protect and fight for his life up there.
Filippani has to be careful as well in this situation.
Yep.
Tying run on third. He's got to block anything that comes in the dirt. Fouled away, and he stays alive.
Yeah, pressure's on everybody.
Yep.
I mean, it's on everybody. It's on Jarrell not to make a fat pitch. It's on Jarrell not to throw it in the dirt if it is. It's on Filippani to block it. It's on Smith to try to keep the game alive.
I'm surprised Pope doesn't have a little bit of a bigger lead. 0-2 again. Fires high. Smith did not chase. Drombowski comes in from short onto the grass, yelling something at Gerald, who's trying to finish off a complete game. High set. 1-2. Swung on, in off the fist to short. It's gloved. Drombowski makes the long throw. It's picked out in time. Ball game over.
Wow.
Bordentown gets to 9-0. What a gutsy performance from Travis Gerald. He goes the complete way, and they win their 9th straight by a score of 4-3 coming from behind.
What a pick, though, by Peters to keep this game, to end this game. I mean, that ball was in the dirt. He had to sort of go backhand it, keep the bag, and that was a long throw, too, that Drombowski had to make. So that game was in doubt until that final ball hit the glove. Holy cow, what a freaking gutsy effort by Bordentown today, who really could have just cashed it in. We're going against Noah Rivera. He's really good. You're not going to win them all. Let's, and 9-0. And you would mention earlier about wanting to go undefeated. Well, maybe it's a big deal to these guys. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, no question. And just what an effort from Gerald. I mean, it looked in the early innings, he gave up that 2-run double to Jack Pirelli and gave up 3 hits in that inning, and then really only allowed 4 the rest of the game.
Yep. So
gutsy performance out of him.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, the kid's only a sophomore, and I'm going to find out now where he goes to school. I'm going to talk to him. But his teammates are all kind of pushing him around in there, and that's huge, man. I mean, you're going against Noah Rivera. I don't know who the other good pitchers are in the league this year. I mean, there's got to be some. North Hamilton must have somebody throwing the heck out of the ball. But I mean, Rivera has been lights out all season, and to hang in there and to get that, get that 3 runs, and they got some help, but that's been Hamilton's problem. They throwing the ball away, making errors, and it happened again.
That's exactly what happened, and ended up costing them dearly. Well, Fish, great to be back with you, pal, and I'll see you soon.
You too, Flash. Good hanging with you, buddy.
Absolutely. Thanks to the sponsors making this live stream possible: Capital Health System, Holden and Ford Subaru, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian as well. For our entire crew, we have to thank them. Aaron Bennett on the VE, Jordan Hirsch on the camera. Bill Colarulo was here as well to help out. And for my broadcast partner, Rich Fisher, this is Keith Noonan saying so long from Bordentown as Hamilton 31 falls late to Bordentown, who are now 9-0 on the season. And we'll talk to you next on the WBCB Sports Network.